Okay, hey everybody. I know I have not updated this shit in like forever since like March. I don't know. It's been a lot, but I have a really great it's not a good explanation, but I have an explanation as to why I've been gone. So, I said in like January, like my New Year's resolution was to like, do my podcast more. And let me tell you how that went. Because this year was just full of unexpected twists and turns. First of all, my grandfather passed away like in the middle of February, and then my grandmother had passed away like in December. So that's part of the reason why it just wasn't. I was trying to do better about that, but I saw how bad that like truly affected me. So I had that stuff going on with my grandparents. And then around that time, my mother was becoming more and more sick. So I had to help take care of her more. And because I had to care for her more, I had to neglect like the other things that I did for myself. And because of that, along with us making the progenies, and y'all know making a show is not cheap. We didn't get no donations. That's a whole nother topic for another discussion. But I had to work a lot of extra jobs to make sure we had the funding for that too. So I had to just pick what I had to neglect for a minute. Aside from like, it was just a combination of things. From what was going on at my house. Also, running my store too took up a lot of my time. And the reason I had to neglect my store a bit is because I had to go do my other jobs and I wasn't home to like ship out people's orders and things like that. So it was just like a mix of things, the stuff with my grandparents, the stuff with my mother. And if you've been keeping up with me, you guys know what happened recently. It's Your girl had a really bad major depressive episode this year. It was like from March, like after my granddad passed, and then to beginning of August is like when I finally got out of it. Your girl was just not okay, and I've been wanting to update this podcast. It's just I didn't have ideas. I felt like nobody was listening. I felt like I didn't have anybody to talk to. But we're back, and that's all that matters. That's all that matters today. So, I also have a guest here today. Yeah. Okay, I have a guest. Okay. Oh, where do I have you on the outline? Y'all, I love this girl so much. I love all my guests, but like this one right here, we see each other. We see each other. Have I had a black girl guest here yet? I think you might be the first black girl I've had. That's
Okay,
not
cool.
good. That's not good. That is not good. But y'all, I adore her so much. Some of you may be familiar with her if you're a fan of Miraculous Ladybug. Like me, her, and Anime Puffs, I think we're like the holy trinity when it comes to like black Miraculous Ladybug vloggers. It's us three, the three black
We're
girls.
the only ones.
But yeah, she's so sweet. She's so adorable. She's also really, really hilarious. So if you're not funny, bye. This is not for you. You don't got no good sense of humor, okay? But please welcome G, also known as the Cartoon Hotspot.
Hi everyone. Thanks for having me.
You're so welcome. So introduce yourself to my listeners.
Okay, so hi everyone. My name is G, the Cartoon Hotspot, and I have a channel dedicated to Miraculous Ladybug, where I talk about like my theories, make video essays on and character analysis on like the characters from Miraculous Ladybug, and yeah, that's pretty much all I do. And I've been watching like Harriyannahook for like since I was 15. So I'm really happy to be on this podcast like right now because yeah, it's crazy.
Because I didn't even know you watched me.
No, I think one of your videos, I think it was like the misogynoir and racism of Miraculous Ladybug.
Oh, that,
and I was like,
what? That video, because I'm pretty sure the people on the team of that show saw that video, and that's why I can't make no money off of it.
No, Thomas was definitely lurking, and he was like, demonetize it. He was like, Zag, no, because
Zag hates me.
So when I saw the video, I was like, I've never seen this before. So I clicked on it and I was like, I might not like what I hear. But then I was like, no, she spilled, subscribe. And then ever since you started making like Miraculous Ladybug content and Descendants as well, because I like Descendants.
Yep.
I was like, this YouTuber, she's my favorite YouTuber.
It's weird because it's like I've been watching Miraculous Ladybug. Like people know I've always watched Miraculous Ladybug. I had like old videos on my channel where I would talk about it. But it's like I don't know. It's like recently this year, I realized it's just so much fuckery in this show. And I was like, I'm gonna talk about it because like I had that one video I posted because you saw how I was done with the show. And that one, I was like, I'm not coming back. And now I'm back.
Yeah.
I can't do it no more.
You refuse to watch season 4 and then you're already watching season 4.
Okay, how I got to watch a season 4 is because I was watching I think I was watching Big City Greens on Disney Channel and it went off and then Miraculous Ladybug came on afterwards. And next thing you know, they talking about Zoe. No, it was the Zoe thing. They were like, oh, he has a half sister. And I was like, I'm back. So that episode is what made me come back. No, y'all are so mean to Zoe. I cannot. Con, they were like, she gave us nothing. I was like, she gave us nothing.
No, and I saw like anime post video as well. Like Zoe is not a good replacement for Chloe. I was just like, it's true, but like she's nice at least.
Zoe don't deserve this. I'm like, y'all, there are way worse characters in this show. Like, why don't y'all give Bob, Alec, and Roger the same smoke y'all are giving Zoe?
Bro, like, people just be standing Lila but hating Zoe. I'm just like, no.
We're gonna get into Lila later. I can't say her. But tell everybody a little bit about yourselves. So, like, they'll like know like your who you are, what you do, like what do you like outside of Miraculous Ladybug, like.
Okay, so I'm originally from London, but then I moved to like LA for screenwriting. So I decided to like move to America because London's like screenwriting courses is not good. So I was like, let me just move. So I moved to LA for this film school called New York Film Academy, but it's in the LA campus. And outside of like Miraculous Ladybug, I like drawing, writing. I've always wanted to be like a writer and work in the film industry and develop my own cartoons, but I don't just want to be a writer, you know, I want to be like a showrunner.
Yeah,
you know,
we see each other.
We need more black showrunners. We need more black female showrunners because
most definitely.
Yeah, let me not even go there. But other than that, yeah, I like writing, drawing, singing, even though I'm probably not that great at it. Yeah, that's it.
How are you enjoying America so far?
Oh my, okay, I don't know if you saw this yesterday, but
was it the roach thing?
There was a roach.
We got roaches. We got roaches, big ones.
And I never had to deal with this in England. I can deal with spiders and all sorts of insects. When I saw that roach, it was just I broke a broom trying to kill it. But yeah, that's one thing I don't like.
We got roaches here. I could have told you that.
I need to get insecticide soon. But yeah, America's been great so far. Like I'm generally liking it more than London. I feel like London was a lot of bad vibes in general, in the sense that it was holding me back. But as soon as I came here, like, because nobody knew I had a YouTube channel and everything talking about like Miraculous Ladybug. No one knew that except for my few close friends, because I used to get made fun of for watching Miraculous when I was like 14. I was just like, what am I supposed to watch at 14? Like, what do you expect me to watch?
You know how I've been making Descendants videos for like ever? Like, because I had my channel basically, like, I finally became serious about it when the first Descendants movie came out. My classmates were ruthless. They were so mean to me. And I didn't stop. I kept going. I was like, if you're more bothered by the fact that I like Descendants, that's your problem. That's your problem, not mine.
Yeah, so then I just never told anyone about it when I finally decided to make a channel when I turned 17. And then like when I moved to the US and then I like met other people, they were like, oh, this is really cool. Like everyone is, you know, open about what they like watching, whether it's like flipping, I don't know, Thomas the Tank Engine, I don't know. But like everyone is just chill here. Nobody cares about what you do. Like they're more supportive. So yeah, I feel like London was holding me back in the sense that I cared a lot about what people thought. But then now I just moved and I'm not really with anyone, you know, like I'm just me on my own, so I don't really care. But yeah.
No, British people are mean. Like they do not like us.
They are. Americans live rent free in British people's heads. I'm just like, they're doing their own thing. What is your problem?
No, because it was one thing. Because anytime we would like say something about how British people eat beans on toast, and they'd be like, "That's why y'all get shot up every time y'all go to school." And we were like, "Hold up,
No, I saw that.
no!"
I
Like
saw that.
they are so mean to us, and I'm like, "What did we do?"
Oh, they're terrible.
So no, because I remember they were talking about just a lot of people in Europe are mean, and I was like, no, because they said French people mean too, and I was like, yeah, they
No,
explain.
they are. The French people are probably the meanest ones, like probably more mean than British. That's why probably French and British are like best friends because they're like, what, 30 minutes apart from each other. Yeah, they're mean, especially the French people. Like you see Thomas Astruc, like he's not a nice person.
People are mean.
They're mean.
Gabriel. Yeah, no, I picture all French people like Gabriel.
Definitely.
Not us over here dragging the fuck out of French people. No, let me tell you, I used to be like obsessed with like France and like French culture, like ever since I was like in middle school. So when I got the we were like 8th grade. Okay, do you know how the American like grading system works? Like
so 8th grade is when you're like 14, 13?
Yeah, right? 13 and 14.
Yeah.
It's okay. It's like we have elementary school, and that's like 4 to 11. Then you have middle school, and that's 11 to 14. And then high school is 14 to 18. So it was my last year of middle school, and we were like picking out our classes. And when they found out which school I was going to, because I was going to the magnet school, they were like, "Oh, they offer French here." And I was like, "Yes, I'm taking that." And I had the craziest French teacher ever. She was so mean.
All French teachers are mean. I did French. So all of them are either crazy or just no, they're terrible. Like I had this one teacher. And
wait, so we all had a crazy French teacher?
Everyone had a crazy French teacher. Oh my gosh. And like there was this time where she fully like dragged one of like the kids because we were all misbehaving. My French class was crazy.
Oh, we're
my teacher was crazy.
Oh, we're not. It's not like elementary school.
No, like French teachers are crazy. No, it's definitely not just an England thing. They're crazy everywhere.
Oh my gosh, I don't know what her problem was, but she didn't seem to get that we were beginners. The only word we knew in French was bonjour and au revoir. Did I say that correct? That's all we knew. And she was just so mean. She was like trying so hard to teach us, like she was trying to teach us like 3rd year level stuff. So all of us were extremely behind. I barely passed her class. Then next semester, I kissed up to her a lot. No, next year I kissed up to her a lot so I could pass her class because I didn't want to get a C and barely pass. And then I ended up getting a new French teacher. I wouldn't say he wasn't crazy like her, but he wasn't mean. He was kind of dry. Like I don't like boring teachers. That's how it is. He was just boring. And when he would like try to teach me and everything, he was like, "Oh, you really are behind." And I was like, "Yeah. Like I've tried to tell you she was not a good teacher and you ain't want to listen to me, but okay." So that year I did kind of learn a bit about French, but it was like 3rd year level French and I barely knew 1st year level. So I think I did pretty all right there. And then when I went to college, I took French. Horrible French teacher. That bitch was crazy. Okay. Let me tell you what she did. You know how they have like study abroad programs in like college and whatnot. Well, are you a part of a study abroad program or not?
No.
Oh, you actually moved. Okay.
Yeah, I actually moved.
Because we got a whole bunch of like British kids at my school. You can point out the British kids. No, it's weird because the only white kids on campus are like British kids. Like, oh my god. No, it's so funny because my school is like a whole bunch of black people and there's a whole bunch of Asian people and then there's white people, but like you can tell which white people are American and which ones aren't. Like they just got a different vibe to them. Soccer boys, the British soccer boys mean. Like I be looking at them like when I be going to the gym, I be looking at them when I be working out. I'm like, they cute, but they so rude. I'm not going over there. Because I went to one of their soccer games before. But that woman, she was teaching it like through online because she was the study abroad program. The kids at my school went to France, they went to Paris to learn, French culture and everything like that. And I found out from them that the reason why that class was just so not it was because, first of all, she wasn't teaching us. She gave us this online system. Oh shit, ow. I'm sorry. Oh my gosh, that hurt. But she gave us like this little online thing that did the teaching for us. And she didn't teach us shit. So next thing I know, they tell me that she was treating it like she was just on vacation in Paris. She wasn't caring. Like she didn't give a fuck.
No, I hate those kind of teachers.
Yeah. So I dropped it. I dropped her class because I was like, yeah, I'm not gonna pass. And she busy over here living it up in Paris. Like she don't got papers to grade and teachers and students to teach. So I ended up taking French again. And mind you, this is like beginning of 2020, you know, when the world exploded. I was doing so good in that class. I actually had a teacher that was teaching us, and the next thing you know, the pandemic happened and it just didn't work. I was not fit to be learning a second language at that time. So I failed that again. That's like my fifth attempt. No, that was like my fifth attempt at French. So I started doing Duolingo, and Duolingo was helping me so much, like learn French. But I just stopped doing it one day, and now we're here. No, I don't know French. It's not good.
I mean, if you ever need like a French teacher, I can teach you.
Okay, because my sister watches Miraculous too, and you know how they dub it in English and like other languages too. And I had told her that one of the episodes already came out, but it wasn't in English yet. It was in French. And she was like, "Oh, you could just tell me what they say." And I'm just like, "You just mean at this point. You know, she always do this shit. Like, no, what's that thing? It was like she does the shit that she do. Like, you know that Nicole TV thing. That's what my sister do. Anytime we see something and somebody speaking in French, she be like, "What they saying?" I'm like, "You just being mean at this point."
Oh my gosh.
But let me get back on topic. I'm like, we over here talking shit about French people. Let's stop. Well, we are gonna be talking shit about French people the whole time, so it's on brand. Yeah, I'm a hot mess for real. So you know this. I'm just no. People be so surprised when they actually meet me in person. Like, cause I met like people this weekend that follow me, and I was surprised that people knew me. And like other people I've met before, they were like, "Oh, you actually do act like this." I'm like, "Yeah, like y'all think I'm joking. This ain't no facade." Because a whole bunch of YouTubers be faking their personalities. No, I'm just naturally a hot mess. Like, okay, other than Miraculous Ladybug, because we are gonna get there, because that's gonna take up the rest of the time. Yeah. What else do you like other than Miraculous?
Okay, so other shows that I do like?
Yeah, like other shows and movies.
Okay, so I really like the Owl House. I know you said that bores you, right?
Yeah, it looks like very beautiful, and I like the main character, but I just can't get into that storyline. I just wasn't feeling it.
It was so boring when I like first started watching. It was slow, but then it started picking up. I was like, let me give it a chance. So then, other than the Owl House, I like Winx Club, and then the live action adaptation of that.
I never watched, like, I never liked the cartoon, but I loved the live action one. Everybody got on me about that. I liked it.
I remember you were like, yo, you're not going to watch the 8 seasons. And everyone was like, watch the 8 seasons. I'm just like, she said she's not going to watch 8 seasons of the cartoon.
No, people are rude. Like, people do not, you know how my followers are rude as hell to me. I was like, I said no. And they were like, no, but you can still, no, don't make up no excuses. I watched the live action show and I like the live action show. And that's all I'm doing.
But yeah, I can't wait for season 2 for that to come out, the live action. What else do I watch? I'm getting into Amphibia, but it's too slow for my liking, way too slow.
I love it. Okay, I think part of the reason why I like Amphibia is because it's easier to follow because so much of it is like filler and then you get the storyline shit. Amphibia, it's different. Let's just say that. It takes a minute to get used to because I remember I watched it when like nobody watched it when they like released it like 2 summers ago on Disney. That's when I watched Amphibia when it first came out. And in the beginning, I didn't like it all that much because I thought it was weird. But after you got used to like the world it set in, it started to grow on me. So Amphibia just
I thought you said it gave you nightmares.
It's not everybody's like cup of tea, but I don't know. You'll see.
Yeah, I thought you said it gave you nightmares. I remember seeing a tweet one time.
It did. Okay. I had to take a break. I slowly started watching Amphibia again because she's back in like the real world because she's not in Amphibia no more. People thought like I had a fear of frogs, and I was like, I don't really have a fear of frogs, but I had a dream that Anne died. Like she got K-worded. and it was not great. I don't know. I've always had like kind of nightmares and shit like that. Because I remember at one point I had a dream like that about like Total Drama Island. I I think I need to go to the doctor about my nightmares. These shits be vivid. So yeah, Anne died in my nightmare, and I was like, yo, y'all, I have to take a break from it.
Oh my god.
Oh,
But yeah, Amphibia is all right for the time being.
yeah.
I also watch like Shira, Carmen San Diego. I love Shira. Like Shira's probably the reason why I decided to pursue screenwriting, because I just really like the message. It was like so powerful, and I was like, yeah, I want to do writing. I want to make a powerful message as well and like impact people. Shira, Carmen San Diego, Kipo. I think that's about it. Oh, and The Legend of Korra and Avatar. Yeah, love The
I
Legend of Korra.
still need to watch Korra. Like I watch Korra like every now and then, but I feel like I actually need to sit down and watch it because it's weird because I've seen Avatar so many times. Like, but Korra, like literally, my phone case is tough. Like the best. Yeah, actually, somebody. Okay, that reminded me when I was at Anime Weekend.
Yeah.
There was like a vendors where everybody was like selling their stuff, and I saw like somebody had recreated this.
Yeah.
And I was like, I have to have it. So I went up to the lady's booth and I just held up my phone case and I was like, you have this? And she started laughing. And she was like, yeah, I can get it for you. It's so weird that you never see stuff like that. Avatar is great.
Yeah.
Man, one day we just gonna have to sit here and talk about Avatar because I got a lot of words. I have so many words.
And they're making a live action of it. No, I don't know how to feel about it, but
Sokka and Katara are not light skinned. They didn't even try with Sokka's casting. That pissed me off. I want to be a casting director simply for the reason, simply just to put more dark skinned people on TV because I'm tired. I can't do it.
Like when I saw that, I was like, this is Sokka and Katara. Like, did you guys even try to find? I was like, okay.
I'll give the girl a pass because they have pictures of her where she like has a tan and she's darker. So I was like, okay, I'll get her a little pass. So that boy was white. That was a white boy. I don't care. That boy was white.
Oh my god.
So moving on from that stuff right here. So first we're gonna be talking about Miraculous Ladybug characters. For those of you guys, because I know a lot of you guys, you either follow me for Miraculous stuff or you follow me for Descendant stuff. It's weird because I have people that follow me who know nothing. They don't know shit about Descendants, but they watch like Miraculous Ladybug, so they know that. And then I have people who don't know nothing about Miraculous Ladybug, but they like Descendants. It's so weird. Like if you got that audience, they'll sit and watch anything you talk about. Like most of the YouTubers that I watch, I don't be knowing shit about what they speak about, and I still watch it. That's how you know you popping. That's how you know you popping. Yeah. Like Milena Pendulum, I don't be knowing about half the shit she be talking about. I still watch it. I know she's made some good She-Ra videos, so I think you might like those.
Okay.
Yeah, she was a big fan of She-Ra, but Miraculous Ladybug basically is this show with a lot of issues. It's a little show from France. Yo, I didn't even realize the show was that big to begin with. Because when I was in high school and I found it, I got my other classmates to watch it. And we were like, yeah, this is a cute show. It's corny, but it's like I didn't know it was gonna blow up and be this big. Like it
definitely blew up over the pandemic because I feel like just people were just bored, especially after the New York special. Yeah.
No. I'm sorry. I hated it. No, that me and my sister kept pausing it. We finally watched the New York special in full because last year when we tried to watch it, we turned it off when Aeon went from white to black. I turned it off. And then next thing I know, we finally watched it and oh my god, the pacing was so terrible. It felt like 2 hours. Like it was not good.
No, it was originally supposed to be like 2 hours 30 minutes, but they cut everything down. I'm just like, are you sure you cut it down? Because it still feels like 3 flipping hours.
No, because we kept pausing it. We were like, what you mean it's 50 minutes? No, it's not. No, Miraculous Ladybug just needs to not do specials no more. Can they not? Because that Christmas special was terrible. I hated it. I hated it. The only thing good about it is that Natalie looked cute in it. That's it. That was good. It was not good. Oh my gosh. I was at Anime Weekend in Atlanta And there was like a Miraculous Ladybug like panel. And ooh,
Yeah.
girl, I was in the company of some good white people. They knew they the fandom, I don't know, the fandom online, they scary, but the people in real life, they were real cool. I brought up the race stuff and they were cool about that. But they were talking about, what is Adrian's voice actor name? I always forget it.
Bryce Pappenbrick.
Bryce, that's it.
Yeah.
They were talking about how Bryce can't sing.
No, he can't. No, he can't.
They were like, Bryce can't sing, and I don't know how I feel about this Awakening movie. If he's gonna sing in it,
No, I don't think he is. I think it's I think it's going to be the French voice actors that are going to be singing. Yeah, the two kids, the two like 15-year-old kids, if they're 15, I can't remember their age.
You talking about
Lou and Lenny kid.
Lou and
yeah,
Lenny?
Yeah, they're going to be singing the English and the French. So yeah, that's a relief.
Okay, thank God, because I can't do it. I can't do it.
But, I mean, Christina can sing, but like Bryce's singing just ultimately lowers everything down. So like it makes her look worse because of his singing. No shade to Bryce. I love him, but dude cannot sing. He can't sing.
So basically, you tell the audience what Miraculous Ladybug is, because if I tell it, it's gonna sound ghetto. So you tell them.
Okay, so Miraculous Ladybug is a French show about two teenagers, Marinette and Adrian. Marinette is half white, half Chinese, and Adrian is just white.
Exactly. No, people be like, Adrian's not white, he's French. That boy white, shut up.
No, he's white.
They act like white people are like just American white people. I'm like, no, that applies to y'all too. Y'all white.
No. So and like their alter egos, they're superheroes that save Paris from this villain called Hawkmoth, and Hawkmoth is Adrian's father, but they don't know. Marinette turns into Ladybug and Adrian turns into Cat Noir, but they don't know each other's identities. And here's like the interesting part. Cat Noir is in love with Ladybug, however Marinette is in love with Adrian. So it's kind of like a slow burn romance where they're both rejecting each other for each other, but they don't know. And it's been like 6 years and they still don't know. And it's only been like 8 months in their timeline. It's crazy. Like, yeah, that's pretty much it. And they're just trying to find like who Hawkmoth is and defeat him, because Hawkmoth, which is Adrian's father, who is Gabriel Legresse, a fashion designer, is trying to revive his dead wife, I guess.
That bitch evil.
She's like in some coma. Yeah, she's evil. No, I would die on this hill. She is evil.
That bitch evil.
Yeah, and in order to do that, he has to get Ladybug and Cat Noir's Miraculouses, the Ladybug earrings and the Black Cat ring, to make a wish that will alter and shape reality. And by making a wish, like, there's going to be a price to pay. So he's just trying to, all of this just for one woman, like, just let her go. Just mourn and move on.
Evil. That bitch evil.
She's evil. No one can tell me otherwise. I remember when I made that video that Emily's evil, the amount of comments saying, no, how that's rude. Like, she's literally dead. Be like respectful. I'm just like, no, it's just a theory. And this other person started quoting the Bible saying, like, stop blaming women for stuff. This is not Adam and Eve. I'm just like, it's just a theory that she's evil.
No, Emily stands don't like me. Her stands don't like me. It's like, how you like Natalie but not Emily? And I was like, because we seen that Natalie got a heart. She not over here abusing Adrian. So exactly. Don't play with me. Don't play with me. Natalie, baby, please unplug that incubator. Please.
No, seriously, I need to see Emily and Natalie like throw hands. I genuinely need to
see. No, that day I made that post. So, you know, I'm gonna go on Twitter and be like, y'all, let's put Emily and Natalie in a boxing ring. Let's see who gonna win. That post where I was like, I wanted to see them fight. And
Natalie's clearing Emily's ass. Like, I don't think Emily looks like she can fight. No.
Emily can't fight.
She can't.
We've seen Natalie fight before too.
Yeah, 3 villains. No, 4. I don't even know.
Threw her against the wall. I was like, Natalie can fight. Like, don't people be trying to do my girl dirty. If it was when I did that thing where I was like, I want to see them fight, and somebody was like, Natalie don't stand a chance. I was like, no, she do. She do. I'm not saying she will win, but she stand a chance. Don't do her like that. So since we're talking about characters, who are like your favorite characters?
Okay, so so my favorite character is Marinette Dupen Chang. Yeah. Even though it's hard to defend her sometimes because the writers just don't know how to write a 14-year-old.
They don't know how to write women, period.
They don't even know to exactly. But yeah, and then my like favorite characters, I don't really have, okay, so Marinette is obviously my favorite, and then Alia, because Alia and Adrian, like that would be it. And then the characters that I do relate to are Julika. Yeah, Julika. That's it.
She needs more screen time.
She does. She really does.
It really
Because the
bothers me.
Kufens are really interesting. The Kufens are like interesting.
It's weird because there's so many characters in this show, and everybody was like, y'all, there's more than Miraculous Ladybug than just Marinette and Adrian drama. Look at all the other shit. Like, there's something there for everybody.
Exactly.
There's something there for like, everybody.
The writers just forgot about Alex.
Man, can we? Like, it's weird because Alex literally is like cartoon me. That we got the same, we act the same. It is. I'm hurt. So I'm like, where is homegirl? She need to come back. That's why I'm like, can Buddy X come back? Well, at least I'm older, Alex.
Exactly. They just forgot about her. It's.
But what makes Marinette your favorite?
I feel, I don't know. I just really relate to Marinette a lot, and I just like, even though she's written poorly, like I just relate to her a lot, very poorly. Like Marinette is just inspirational. I can excuse the poor writing because if she was written by women who know how to write 14-year-old girls, then I do think Marinette could be a much better written protagonist. And I just really like her journey through Miraculous, because one thing people don't understand, and it's, I'm not even going to mention their name, but
yeah,
let's not go there.
They're gonna be mad about the video I got going up tomorrow. You know which one it is too. So
yes, like the main character doesn't have to have a dark and compelling story to be interesting. No. Like Adrian, I mean, I'm sorry, like Adrian's interesting, but his storyline is like, if he was the main character, it'd be very boring, and I'd be like, no, I'm not watching this anymore.
I like Adrian, but he can't carry a show.
No, he can't.
Cat Noir could carry a show.
Yeah, exactly. But yeah, I really like Marinette because she's just, I see myself a lot in Marinette in terms of like just being not really clumsy, but showing one side of yourself to people, but then like having a more confident side that nobody really sees, and not being comfortable in your own skin until you're like kind of forced to be your truest self. Because like in secondary school, I was really like shy and I wouldn't really talk to a lot of people. But then as I grew up, I just became more extroverted and started like, I never in a million years imagined to start like a YouTube channel and talk to like people watching my videos, hearing my voice. If you told 14-year-old G that she was going to start a YouTube channel when she's like 17, I never would have believed you. But yeah, I just really relate to Marinette in that sense.
I do relate to her too on that also, because you kind of feel like you're living a double life. I've always kind of felt like I've been living a double life since forever, because a lot of people that watch me whatever, they keep up with me, they know I used to do like cheerleading and like dancing and stuff like that, and a lot of the girls there weren't really like into like nerdy stuff and whatever, so it's like I always kind of had to hide that part of me from them, and also the kids at school, because kids are being mean, and then I would be open about the things I like, and they were not so nice about that. So then I made my YouTube channel, and YouTube is where I finally felt like I could actually express myself and talk about the things I like and whatnot. And I really enjoyed it, and I had so much fun. And then people at my school found my YouTube channel, and that was not great. So it would be weird because they would say something talking about you don't act the way you do at school as you do on your channel. And I was like, yeah, because that's really me there. Like here, I don't like y'all. Like, leave me alone. But now, as I'm like an adult, I'm out of high school, I'm in college now, I feel more comfortable like being who I am. So you see me just like, people be like, oh, you actually do act like that. I'm like, yeah, my full personality can actually come out now because I'm finally comfortable with myself.
Yeah.
That's how I feel with Marinette. Like, I want to see, because it was that thing when I did that Bad Girls Club on stream where we put them up, like, let's make them fight or something like that. Everybody was like, season 1 Marinette don't stand a chance, but season 4 Marinette do. I like how we do see she is becoming a little bit more tougher, but I really want more of her ladybug side to come out in her.
Yeah, I agree.
I feel like she
Because
can do it.
I feel like season 2 Marinette, we saw more of her ladybug side and a
Yeah.
bit of season 1 towards the end of season 1. But then season 3, you already know I hate season 3 so much. Like I hate season 3. Season 3 Marinette is just not. It's not it. But
She
season 4, like
regressed. She
she
regressed.
regressed because she wasn't stalking Adrian in season 2. Like they were relatively on healthy terms by not like being obsessed over each other. Blah blah blah. And then season 3, we see her again trying to break into his house. I'm just like, why are you guys doing this to my girl? Like, I can't keep defending her like this. And then she just regressed in character by like teaming up with Chloe to make Kagami's life a living hell. Yeah. Season 3
my God,
Marinette is
that
not it.
reminded me. Like, I feel like that with Natalie. I'm like, can you stop embarrassing me, guys? I can't defend you for this. Like, stop.
No, but one thing about us, I'm gonna find a way to defend her one way or another.
Oh yeah, that's literally why my name is Natalie. I can't pronounce her last name for the life of me.
Sanka's #1 apologist.
I'm her apologist. Like, I pretend not to see. No, I'm joking. Like, I'm not one of them fans that like act like Natalie did no wrong. Because she's wrong. Everyone in this show's wrong at some point, though. Everybody be trying to act like certain characters are more innocent than others, and I'm like, no, Natalie is wrong. I'm gonna call her out on that, but I can still see the good qualities in her and still like her. Like, that's how I am with Marinette too. Yes, both Marinette and Natalie are just products of misogyny. Let's just go ahead and talk about that. But they have the potential to be much better than what they are. But straight white men writing a show where the women take the lead, it doesn't look great.
Yeah.
So we're talking about characters we like. Who are some characters you don't like?
Oh, okay. Characters Lila, for instance. I don't like Lila.
Lila makes my ass itch. You already know this.
I don't like
somebody quoted me on that. It was like, if any of y'all say Lila makes my ass itch, we all know who you got it from. I didn't even realize I said that so much in my videos until someone pointed it out. I was like, oh, that was really not like her. Like Lila, like I said, I can only handle her in doses. Like, Lila episodes feel like they be on forever because I just be itching for her to get off the screen. Like, I can't do it no more.
No, because Lila's just that one character. I guess that's how she's written. But like, Lila's that one person you just don't want to turn out to be. Like, I get the whole Volpina situation, Marinette embarrassing Lila, but then again, I would have done worse, to be honest. And I'm just like, Marinette offered you to, start afresh and start clean, but then you decided to hold a grudge. And we don't know why Lila acts the way she does, except for the fact that her parents are barely around and she's just alone. But even then, it's just hinted. It's not really like fully elaborated. But yeah, Lila's just really annoying because it's like she does stuff to get the satisfaction of making people's. And I hate the way the whole class just like are dumb about it. You know that clip?
No, season 3. Another reason why I hate season 3. No, I hate Time Tagger so much. Like, I hate that episode. The only good thing about it was when older Alex came into it.
Yeah.
But you saw how at the end where Marinette was like, "Hey, something came up and I can't watch the twins no more." Alia was like, "It's cool. Why we pan over and we see Lila watching them?" And I was like, "Alia, you too smart for this."
No, and that I remember posting that one time a clip on Twitter. It was so funny, where like Marinette threw the napkin just to prove a point, but then Lila caught it, and then she was like, "I was about to save Max's eye," and then Max was like, "Lila, you saved my eye." I'm just like, bro, you're supposed to be the smartest person in this class. No, I hate the fact that when Lila comes on screen, every other character is just dumbed down, and I'm just like.
It's like Adrian and Marinette are the only two that could see it.
Yeah.
I'm tired of it. I'm tired. Like, we were talking, okay, Anime Weekend, man, you should have been there when we was going in. This man was talking about how he was like, all the characters in this show stupid. And I was like, I agree. They are very stupid. All of them are. Like, nobody in the show is smart. Like, it's just, stuff is just not making sense. Like, if Alia was like, if Marinette, you know how Marinette and Alia like BFFs.
Yeah.
Marinette has told Alia about all of this shit, and she still would let her watch her siblings. I'm like,
that was so weird.
It's so bad.
Because like it was just so weird because I spoiler warning for anyone who hasn't watched it.
Oh, we spoiling the whole thing. It don't matter.
Okay. So like when Marinette told Alia she's Ladybug, and then we had Simple Man, another reason why I don't like the episode Simple Man. It was just so weird how
hold on. I'm gonna get there in a minute. Hold on, keep going.
It was just so weird how like Alia asked Marinette, would it be okay to babysit my little sisters? And Marinette herself doesn't know when to say no to something. That's one thing about Marinette. She doesn't know when to say no.
Oh yeah.
And she's like, yeah, sure, I'll babysit her.
I cannot babysit Manning. No.
I
would have took her to Alec house. You watch her. I can't do it.
No. I'm just like, sis, she told you that like she's stressed and everything with Ladybug, and you still ask her. I get you want to go on a date with your boyfriend Nino, but you could have found someone else. I'm just like, we're not really seeing the effects of you knowing Ladybug's identity. Like, I thought you would have been a bit more considerate. Yeah. No shade to Alia because I love her, but
I love Alia, but the writers don't know how to write Black women. We know this, but oh Jesus, Simple Man, why did Marinette take 3 kids of color to her racist ass granddaddy? No, it's not good. That
no, because I'm pretty sure her granddad didn't even want to meet Marinette because she's Asian. Like, it's hinted.
Somebody tried to tell me that man wasn't racist. I was like, I felt like that was white people who said they didn't pick up on that he was racist. Of course you didn't pick it up. Like, the white people that be trying to go off on me, they don't know what they be talking about. Because there were some that saw it, but others were like, how is that racist? And then I was like, this and that, and they were like, oh, are you sure? Yes! Hey. Okay, my CDs fell over there. It's all right.
Okay.
So, did they ever do when, like, Alia and Nino, did they ever have they officially got together? Because I don't remember that if they did.
They did. So it like season 1, apparently Nino had a crush on Marinette.
Oh yeah, we knew that.
Yeah. It was weird. And then at the end of the episode, I think it was the episode Animan, and then suddenly it's hinted that they like each other. And then we cut to like season 2, mid-season 2, Zombie Zoo, and suddenly it's confirmed they're a couple.
I feel like they did this shit with Maylin and Ivan too. They did that with me. I love them. I love Maylin and Ivan, but I was like, well, that's not how it works.
No, it's not. No. I'm just like, writers, you can develop other relationships outside of Agent because Agent hasn't even gotten that much development. Like, it's been 6 years. So what have you been spending those 6 years on? It's just weird.
We're gonna get the Mary Cat in a second, because
yeah.
Okay, but who other, before we move on, what are some other characters that you just don't like?
It's not that I don't like Chloe, but then at the same time I don't. I just don't think I'd get along with Chloe. No one will get along with Chloe.
I just don't care about her. I just don't care about her.
I don't care anymore. Like, if she's on screen, she can be irritating, but she can be funny at the same time. Yeah. That's the difference between her and Lila.
At least she can make me laugh. Like,
yeah. I don't like Sabrina.
No,
I don't like Sabrina. I don't. No one. Julia Coco-Fane doesn't bother anyone. Why did Sabrina decide to lock her in the bathroom and giggle about it?
Okay, let me tell you, the video that I just edited it and it's already like on my Patreon for people to watch now. But I even talked about how Sabrina can be just as bad as Chloe, because I compared it to this movie called 13, because a lot of the stuff that Sabrina and Chloe do is similar to what the girls in 13 do. And I posted that clip. That right there, I think, is the reason why I don't like Sabrina that much, because when I was in the 7th grade, something similar like that happened to me. And I feel like that's just a personal thing right there, why I just don't like Sabrina. That's just, somebody has said something about that sound personal. It is personal. I don't care. Like,
it is. Like, Sabrina, I feel like Sabrina just enjoys, I mean, at least season 1 Sabrina enjoyed doing the shit Chloe would do. I'm just like, you're telling, because yeah, Sabrina and Chloe, like, Chloe mistreats Sabrina, but at the same time, like, I watched Anime Puff's video on like Sabrina and like a different perspective. Like Sabrina might just be using Chloe to, to just be up there, like popular in the sense.
Yeah.
And I was like, that's an interesting take. Like, I can see that. Like, it's definitely true in some aspects. So I'm just like, yeah, I don't like Sabrina. Like how she, in season 1, it's always season 1, how she tricked Marinette's mom, went into Marinette's room and got her diary. I'm just like, why does no one talk about this? Everyone talks about Marinette breaking into Adrian's house and stealing his phone, but Sabrina did the same thing by taking her personal diary. So yeah, I don't like Sabrina.
Sabrina is in closer proximity to whiteness than Marinette is. So a lot of it just be racism, because y'all be so quick to call out Marinette and Alia and Kagami for every little thing, but the white kids be doing just as bad as them and y'all don't got nothing to say, or y'all defend them. I wholeheartedly believe that if Lila was Black or Asian, people would not like her. Y'all would not, there would not be this many Lila apologists out here.
Exactly.
No, somebody tried to say something about that with Natalie. They were like, if she wasn't white, I was like, no, if she wasn't white, I would like her more. Shut up. Play with me. Do not play with me. I don't like Alec. I can't. I just don't like that man. He's messy. He's messy.
That one time when he was like, you only lost by like 500 million votes with that weather girl. When she lost, I'm just like, you could have been nicer about it. Yeah, I don't like Alec, even though there's a reason why he acts the way he is, but Wishmaker explained that.
He is grown.
Yeah.
He is grown.
Exactly. Let's not try and blame him. Like, he's
probably like pushing 30. He's probably like pushing 30. He know better. He knows better. Bob. Fuck Bob. Oh, Jesus, no.
I hate Bob. I was just about to mention, I hate Bob.
Marinette all of them should have clocked his ass.
No, Marinette should have let Silence or Luca or whoever dealt with him, because Bob is just, I hate him so much. Every time he comes on screen, I turn it off. I just skip it because he's so annoying and irritating. Unbearable. And he's only on screen for 2 minutes.
I can't stand him. I was like, y'all be talking bad shit about Marinette. These 3 right here, Roger, Bob, Alec, them. Talk about them. They're horrible.
Yeah. Oh, and I hate Andre, the weakest link. I hate him. The mayor. Him. I don't care. Why would you? I know that whole episode when Zoe was introduced, he was talking about how Audrey made him hide his love for film. I'm just like, no, but at the same time, you're still a horrible person.
Andre,
I'm not very sympathy.
I've had very mixed feelings on him, because I feel like Audrey kind of ruined him in a sense. Because I feel like he was kind of, because you can see he can be nice, but he's married to a fucking monster. And I feel like I'm a wholehearted believer that your partner is a reflection of you. And I was like, I feel like that's the main reason why I don't like him, because him and Audrey do have similar quantity. Yeah. They're married, they're a couple, but I'm just like, she ruined him.
And he took her back when she cheated. I'm just
she had a whole baby outside of you, and you took her back. I feel she ruined him.
She did.
It's misogyny.
Yeah.
Because somebody has said something about that, because somebody was talking about how the men that write this show, it's so obvious that a lot of them, it be giving incel vibes, okay? And then we found out about Audrey had a whole nother daughter outside of Andre, and she lived in a whole different country. Somebody was like, now y'all know good and well, if this was not written by, men, Andre most likely would have had another kid. And most likely he would have had 2 kids instead of the mom having 2 kids. Because they just did. What kind of hate boner do they have for Audrey?
I just feel like they just used Audrey as an excuse for Chloe's incomplete or whatever character arc it was. Because I don't even know what they want to be doing with Chloe anymore. But yeah,
I'm so over Chloe.
Same.
I'm over her at this point. It's obvious that they're just trying to push her out, because they're literally pulling Sabrina away from her more, and then Zoe's here now. So it's like Chloe kind of don't serve a purpose no more.
Exactly.
So moving on from that very interesting conversation about characters that get on our nerves. We're talking about ships. Yay. So go ahead. Go. Tell everybody why you like Mary Cat. Go.
Okay, so Marie-Chat is my second favorite ship because I actually really like Lady Noir more than Marie-Chat, just just a little bit. Marie-Chat, I made like whole video essays on Marie-Chat because I feel like it's the most natural ship and the most healthiest ship. Like I enjoy watching Marie-Chat. There's not like with Marie-Chat, they don't give me headache like Adrianette and Lady Noir sometimes. Marie-Chat is just pure vibes, and I think it's because it's a friendship before, even though they do have feelings for each other, but they just don't know it. Like it's just Marinette being Marinette and Cat Noir being Cat Noir, but in a less, way.
I feel like Adrian's real personality is when he's Cat Noir when he's with Marinette. Because I was like, that feels like really him right there. I love Mary Cat. Okay, like I know it was Mary Cat. I say Mary Cat. I don't care. It's because me and my sister were talking about it because I was like, there's like 4 different ships, and she was like, it's all the same thing, and I was like, yes, but also no. So she was like, okay, I see the flavor right there with Mary Cat. I was like, it feels a real because Meredith and Adrian awkward as fuck around each other. all Ladybug and Cat Noir do is argue. The thing about it is that like it's like they don't really have time for a romantic relationship because they gotta like save the world and shit like that. Like I do think Ladybug does like Cat Noir. Marinette does like Cat Noir. It's frustrating. It's just he's like, okay, you sweet, but we don't got time for this. Like that's exactly what it feels like sometimes. And then Ladrian is just boring because they both like each other. I'm like, no.
Yeah.
Like it's too obvious right there. Mary Cat is like they like each other, but it's just kind of like I'm not letting you know that. I like you, but I'm not letting you know. That's what it feels like.
Yeah.
So
I feel like
wait, were you saying
Marie-Chat in the 1 episodes they get each season has the most development compared to Adrianette, who's been like 3-4 seasons, 6 years. Yeah. I'm just like, Marie-Chat is just that shit. Is like if they want to reverse the love square, if they want Ladybug to actually realize her feelings for Cat Noir and Adrian to realize his feelings for Marinette, Marie-Chat is the way to go. But I don't know what they're trying to do for season 4. Because after that 1 Marie-Chat episode in season 4, I don't know if you've watched it, like things are still the same.
Wait, which one was it? Was it the one she was in the bubble?
No,
that may be bad.
No, the recent one, Glaciator 2.0, where the ice cream man gets reacclimatized.
Did that come out in America yet?
I mean, it's not out it came out in the French dub. Like,
okay, that's why I ain't seen it. I don't be wanting to watch French people mean. Like, I get mad every time I hear French language now because of how bad I struggle to try to learn it. Like, no.
But yeah, I won't spoil it for you. But
no, go ahead. I don't care.
Okay, but that whole episode was literally just a Marie-Chat episode. Like, it was probably the strong episode of season 4, like one of the strongest episodes for season 4, because then we actually got like development on both Adrian and Marinette's character. But then Simple Man came along and I remembered, oh right, Glaciator 2.0 is episode 15, Simple Man is episode 19. Like, where did all this character development go? But yeah, in Marie-Chat is the shit. Like, it is.
I can't. No, speaking of like the love square, Oblivio headache. I love Oblivio, but it's like it proved that Marinette and Adrian will work. Like, I like how that episode proved it works. But then everything, I'm tired of them resetting shit. Like,
no, it's so annoying. At this point, like when the actual reveal happens, I don't even think I'm going to believe it. I'm just being like, yeah, I'm just waiting for Bunnix to come. If Bunnix comes in the upcoming episode, Ephemeral, the 100th episode of the series, I'm going to be like, stay in your burrow.
When does that come out?
It's coming out this Sunday in the French dub.
Okay, because y'all go ahead and tell me what happened, because I'm just like, hurry up. I can't.
No, because I feel like they're gonna reset the timeline again. I'm just like, Bunnix, stay in your burrow, like stay there. But yeah, I forgot what I was talking about.
I was talking about ships. Yeah. So outside of like the love square, what else do you ship?
Okay, I really like DJ Wi-Fi, Ollie and Nino.
They need a new ship name. I'm sorry. Why y'all do the black couple like this?
Why did they give them their acclimatized name? It's so weird. And they didn't give anyone else their like acclimatized name. But yeah, like DJ Wi-Fi.
That feels like a microaggression.
No, I was gonna I said that. I was like coming across as anti-black to me, but let me not say
anti-black.
But yeah, I just wish they were more developed, because DJ Wi-Fi is what Adrianette could be if they just learned to talk to each other and communicate without the whole superhero nonsense. Because I do feel like them being superhero is impacting how Adrianette actually act as their civilian form.
Yeah.
But then outside of Arlen, Jula Rose. But I didn't like what they did in Reflector.
No, Reflect Doll. Okay, I love Reflect Doll. It has issues, but that shit pissed me off when she started chasing after Rose. And I was like, don't do this, please.
No, but then I also didn't like how Julica was like, Rose, where are you, my BFF? I'm just like, I thought they were a couple. I'm just like, okay, but I get it. Disney just might, tell them to change some things around, say like, because we know how Disney be, but we all know like something's going on. Like
it's obvious that they're together. Like,
yeah. And then they just forgot about Mark and Nathaniel. Like,
it's honestly kind of laughable, because I'm like, what happened to the little gay boys? And everybody was like, oh, I forgot this show had them.
Exactly, like
they were cute too, and I'm like, what happened?
But yeah, those are the only ships that I like. Milan and Ivan are cute, but I just don't care about them. Like, they're healthy.
No, I'm like this close to writing Alex and Kim fan fiction, because put them back together, please. I don't like how they trying to push her off with Max, and then they try to push him off with that little swimming girl. I call her the fish girl because I don't bother them. No, like Alex and Kim work good together, and I'm like, why did y'all stop this? Bad writing. That's on bad writing.
Yeah. And I remember Kim having a crush on Chloe for like 2 seasons. I almost forgot that, actually. I genuinely almost forgot that.
Chloe don't deserve Kim.
Exactly.
Kim and Alex need to get married, okay? Please. I love Kim and Alex. They act like, at this point, they starting to act like Kim don't exist either. Like,
yeah. After that episode where he got his miraculous, they just that episode didn't do him justice.
I don't like that. That's the party crasher one, right? That episode is not good. That episode is not good.
It was just like, what's it called? What's that word called? It felt like a fever dream. Yeah, like it was just. I hate it.
That episode was not good. With the exception of like a few episodes, season 3 is ass. It's so ass. So Natalie over here fucking dying. I'm just like, no. Don't do
it. But the only thing about season 3 that I can confidently say is that Gabe Nath had probably more development than Adrianette and every other ship. They generally did. Like, looking back at it, like how she just started using the miraculous even more, and then they be touching each other up and down. That one episode
did something, okay? They done did something.
No, yeah, everybody was generally interesting.
Everyone at that panel, like from Anime Weekend, we were talking about it. All of them were like, Gabriel and Natalie did something. I posted a TikTok and it was like, I'm gonna call them out. They did it, but I can't prove it. I love Gabe Nat, okay? Like, I am Gabe Nat trash. You already know. Like, it's sexy. Like, it's a mess. That's why it's great. It's like, just because we ship something don't mean it's good. I'm aware that it's bad. That's why I love it.
But it's realistic as well. It's realistic as well. Especially like, because I'm growing older, like Adrianette, is that really realistic to me?
Yeah, it's not.
And what you could really like see in the adult world and growing up, blah blah blah.
Yeah, I get like where Natalie is coming from, because yes, I have done stupid things for men. Don't tell nobody I told you that. Like, it's Lee Live. Of course, everyone knows now. I get Natalie. I understand her. I get her on that sense. Like, I feel like it's the youngins that don't that think Gabe Nat is just so horrible. Because I noticed that whenever I'm talking to people that ship Gabe Nat, they're like older. Like I say 17, 18 or older. It's really them youngins that be like, I don't get why y'all do it. Y'all just don't get it. Y'all too young.
Yeah.
Y'all don't go here. Y'all don't go here.
Exactly.
Like, people were trying to tell me that. I was like, no, I think Gabriel does love Natalie. He gonna throw her away when Emily come back, and I don't appreciate it.
I feel like he feels he'd be betraying Emily. Another reason why I think Emily is evil, because if she was good, Gabriel wouldn't be doing any of this. Like, if she wasn't manipulative in any way, shape, or form, because I do feel like she kind of did manipulate both Adrian and Gabriel. But like, if Emily was a saint, as Adrian makes her out to be, Gabriel would have mourned by now. I genuinely do think so. And he would have moved on with Natalie. Like, everyone sees it. Adrian ships him and Natalie. But Gabriel was like, no.
No, we were talking about that when he brought it up. He was like, no, he just yelled at him. And we were like, do y'all not realize that ever since that moment, he been doing a really bad job at hiding that he don't like her?
Yeah,
like, it been more, his hands be all over her. Like, you like her. You like that woman. Okay, go ahead and admit it. No, okay, I got this theory because they were trying to, this show trying to make it seem like Natalie and Gabriel are the same age. They are not.
They're not. No, they're definitely not.
They are not. Like, I was like, I give it 10 years. Like, they are not the same age. Because somebody was trying to say, they were like, Natalie could be like 40 or 50 like he is. No, she's not.
Natalie's young. Like, I'd say Natalie is around like, okay, so Adrian's what, 14? So Gabriel must be at least nearly 40, pushing 40 or something. And Emily probably just a little bit younger. I feel like Emily is a bit older than Natalie, but younger than Gabriel. So I'd say Natalie's either late 20s or pushing 30.
Like in my theory that Natalie is like 28. I forgot. I actually am writing a Gabe Nat story, and I made sure I put like there was an age difference. I made sure she met him when she was grown though, because we're not doing that. That is nasty. That is disgusting. But I was like, y'all, I'm not buying this entire thing about Natalie being the same age as him. It's just things that she acts different. Like, she acts like she's in her 20s. Like, women in their 20s act different than like women in their 30s and stuff like that. I'm like, she doesn't act like she does. Like, I'm not buying it. And I was like, Gabriel, he got to be like pushing 40. And Natalie, she got to be like 28, because I'm not buying it. She looked, because somebody was like, y'all trying to say 40-year-olds can't look good. No, she genuinely just doesn't look. She doesn't look like she's 40. She has a face like a 20-year-old something. Like, she dresses like she's older, of course. Like, her clothes make it seem like she's older, but that she got a baby face. Like, like, she has a really cute, like, pouty face. And I was like, Natalie is not that old as y'all trying to make it out to be. Like,
plus, I feel like Gabriel would have made her wear something that makes her look older, because she is his assistant and Adrian's personal help as well. So that's probably why. Like, if I want there to be an episode where we just have Natalie just vibing outside of Gabriel, just her just vibing, living life, because she wouldn't, I feel like Natalie would not wear a suit, like, you know, as an everyday suit. I feel like she would have a sense of style, because Mayura, her outfit is probably the best superhero outfit out of all of them. So she definitely has style. But she just dresses like she's what, 40.
No, the day they finally give Natalie a whole episode, everybody knows they're gonna be like, they all gonna be looking at me. I'm like, yes, leave me alone. I might actually watch the French dub. Who knows? Exactly. The Natalie apologist right here. So we're talking about ships we like. What are some ships that you don't like?
Ships that I don't like. Luca and Chloe. I don't know where the hell that came from, but I don't like that shit.
Excuse me. Huh? Has he even talked to her?
Know? So, like, after the season 3 finale, that one line where, like, Luca is standing there and then Chloe's in, like, her akumatized form, and she's like, oh, he's cute, but his sense of style. I think people just took that as Chloe and Luca development.
I was like, that's crumbs right there.
Exactly, that is the definition of crumbs. Also, like, Luca and Kagami, I just don't see it happening.
No, I'm annoyed because I was like, I feel like they're gonna pull that Disney Channel shit where they make the villains like they broke up, so we're gonna put them together at the end. That's what
Yeah.
I was like. I feel like they're gonna put Luca and Kagami together, and I don't know how I feel about that. Like,
Yeah.
I wouldn't be
do see
surprised
it
if it
one day.
happens. I wouldn't be surprised. Like I always say, Luca and Kagami don't stand a chance. Y'all know this, but can they not? Like, I feel
Can
like
they
they're
just
gonna do that
be on
because I
their
feel
own?
like they've kind of ran out of things to do with Luca and Kagami. Because we all know they don't know what the fuck to do with Kagami no more. Okay. After that, they did her dirty. And then Luca, he knows now. So it's like I feel like they just don't know what to do with either of them at this point. That's why they made Luca know. Out of all
Yeah.
the people, they picked Luca. I feel like he's the only person that they could have trusted with the secret because my ass would have told him, be real.
Exactly. Yeah, like they don't know what they're doing with. I'm more upset with what they're doing with Kagami's character than Luca because I never really cared much about Luca, to be honest. But the fact that they just left Kagami and she's just there.
This show is so mean to
Realistically,
women of color.
realistically, after Kagami's breakup with Adrian, that would she be that over him in a sense? The way that she's basically like an Adrianette shipper, which is fine, but she can be more than that. But yeah, that's another ship that I just don't see an interest in. I just wouldn't. I don't know how to feel about it, but I wouldn't be surprised if they did pull that. Luca and Zoe, that just came about randomly as well.
No, no. Somebody has said that was like, I swear, if Zoe gets a crush on Adrian, I'm done with the show. Cause she not please. Like, please don't do it.
No.
I don't Adrigami never okay, Luke and Net felt a bit more natural, but like Adrigami, that makes me uncomfortable. Like I just can't. And Adrigami, it's like you know how Kagami finally like saw Adrian for who he really was. It's like she
Yeah.
realized she was like, damn, you and Marinette are meant for each other because y'all both ain't shit. Like that's really what it felt like.
Yeah.
Y'all both ain't shit.
Yeah, Adrigami, they should have just stayed as friends. Like, I just feel like they just wanted to make rival ships to show why Adrian and are made for each other, and it wasn't even executed that properly
It
because
wasn't.
Luke and Annette had more development than Adrigami, but Adrigami had more potential than Luke and Annette. It just didn't work out, and I just didn't like. I liked Agugami when they were just being themselves and getting to know each other, but when romantic feelings were involved and then Marinette and Kagami rival, I just didn't like Agugami in that sense.
No, that episode where they went like ice skating, and you know how Marinette had like brought Luca, and I was
Yeah,
like, that right there proved that he liked Marinette because he didn't want to be alone with them. That's why he asked Kagami to come. Adrian ain't shit. This is why Adrian fans think I hate him because I say stuff like this. I don't hate Adrian. I just have a lot of critiques about his character. That don't mean I hate him. I like Luca.
Yeah.
I can critique his character. I like Natalie, and I be dragging her to hell and back every day. Like, don't play with me. Adrian's fans are weird. They're like Barbs. They're like the new Barbs. Okay,
they're the Barbs of the Miraculous Ladybug fandom, and it's Adrian stands are always Marinette antis. Always.
It's
like,
that's why he can't. Like, I cannot. Like, they're so mean to Marion. I just don't like it.
I can't even tell where it's worse. I think it's worse probably on YouTube or TikTok. But then I be getting some Adrian stands in my comments under my tweets on Twitter. I'm just like, yeah, block straight away, block. It's always the aggressive Adrian stands with the
I said it was something I had said. I was like, it's always the motherfuckers with the Adrian profile pictures. I was like, it's always them.
Yeah, and I think that's why
just profile pictures and the Adrian profile pictures.
Exactly. Oh my god. But yeah, Adrian stands, keep away from them if you want to keep your mental if you want to keep your sanity, because they will drive you crazy.
I can't no more. That girl's still. I'm gonna make a follow-up video just to piss her off again. Because I'm like, the girl, no, at this point, I'm just done. And I'm like, I'm gonna monetize the fuck out of this situation because you fucking want my mental health. Like,
she was on one of my tweets, and I was like, hang on, don't I recognize you from? And I was like, oh wait, it's you. She was replying under one of my tweets, and I was like, block straight away. I don't want you.
Block. Every day I block out a new Adrian stan. No, I legit made a TikTok about it. Like, Miraculous TikTok is funny, okay? Like, but I was like, and by the way, I know how you girls like to tussle.
Yeah, oh my god, yeah.
They be ready to fight.
Throw hands over a fictional white boy. Come on, we can do better.
If he was not white, y'all would not have all of this for him. Like, speaking of white, the hatred that a lot of people in this fandom have for Max is weird. Like, y'all are weird. It's giving very anti-black. No, I noticed that every time somebody got big smoke for a character, they're always a person of color. I was just like, ooh.
Yeah.
Because I saw somebody was trying to drag Alex, and I was like, isn't Alex technically a person of color too? Stop. Don't do it. No, the amount of hatred that I see for Ella and Etta, I'm like, y'all are just mean. Like,
people hate it. Wait, people are hating on Ella and the twins, right?
People hate the twins.
Doing anything. What?
They're just busy. They're just little kids. They run around a lot. Like, they can be annoying, but like the hatred so many people have for those two little girls is really weird. It's giving weird. It's giving misogynoir.
And Manon as well. No, but okay, regarding Manon, because who is her dad? Come on, like,
I just word on the street is that it's Alec.
Please. Oh my god. Yeah, I was just like, who's her father? But other ships that I don't like. I can't think of any other ships other than anything with Felix, because I don't know why people be Felix.
What is this Lila Felix thing? I don't get it.
Felix and Lila, it was on the tip of my tongue. Felix and Lila, they have not interacted at all. Where are people just because they're villains doesn't mean they'd be a good ship.
It's giving Elsa and Jack Frost all over again.
That
era, the worst era.
That was there. You just unlocked the memory. But yeah, Felix and Lila, no.
I love the Felix episode for all the wrong reasons. Like, I love it because it's a hot mess. I saw Natalie throw hands in it. That was great.
Oh my god.
That was great. That was amazing. Natalie, I want to fight more, please. She's dead. Can people stop saying she's dying, please? Like,
that one comment on my video. Like, I was looking through my Snapchat memories and I didn't even know I took a picture of it because I was dying when I saw that. When someone was like, why hasn't Gabriel given Natalie back the Miraculous even though he's fixed it? And there's one person was like, because she's dying. And then there's like so many videos on YouTube theorizing that Natalie's gonna die at the end of season 4.
Oh no.
I was like,
don't say that. No, if she die, I'm done for real. I'm dying coming back.
No,
I'm gonna come back.
Like, it was just not.
I don't think they're gonna kill her. Like, just knowing how the show
I doubt it.
They can't. Please. No, I'm sad now. No, because somebody had told me, they were like, I'm gonna be real. I didn't start paying attention to Natalie until you started talking all that stuff about her. I was like, oh, I'm glad you guys are caring about her now, finally.
But yeah, I don't think she would die. It wouldn't make sense for her to die. It would just be a wrong move on the writer's part. Like, if like Gabriel was to make the wish and bring back Emily, I can genuinely see Adrian. I don't want to say this because these Adrian stands are going to come for me, but it would make sense.
They'll be all right.
It would make sense for Adrian to die because, like, a wish, like, you know, a life for a life. Like, Adrian is the second most important person to Gabriel, apparently, even though he doesn't really show it. So if he brings back Emily, then Adrian will take his place. It wouldn't make sense for Natalie to take his place, but if that did happen, no.
Can she not die, please? I'm gonna be hurt.
No, because I feel like they could really do a lot with Natalie's character and her realizing that she's better. She's better. She can do better than Gabriel.
Way
She
better.
can do
Like, she already cuter than him. Like, why you letting a man that's uglier than you do this to you, girl? Like, stop.
Exactly.
No, my followers be killing me. They were like, Harriyanna straight to what y'all bring up Natalie. I'm like, yep. It's the truth. I hadn't even made a TikTok about it at one point where it was like, am I gay? No. And then I posted a picture of Natalie. I was like, a little bit. A little bit.
Oh my God.
And she died. Like, please don't die on me, Natalie. No. No, because that reminded me, like, because I love Harry Hook. He's like one of my favorite characters ever. Somebody brought up fan fiction where he died, and I actually cried like so hard. Like, and I was like, it's gonna be dead. No, please don't. Gabriel, why you do this to her? Like, I don't think Gabriel gonna let her die though. I don't think he that cruel. Oh, what, you think he would let her die?
I feel like he would, but he'd be sad about it. I feel like it'd be a case where he would debate about it, but then he would be like, okay, Natalie would want this. She's already sacrificed herself more times. So it's like he'd be convincing himself he's doing the right thing, but he'd regret it straight away. He'd regret it after. Because when that bitch Emily wakes up and is revealed to be evil and she'd be, controlling his life and everything, he'll be like, Natalie was way better to me than Emily will ever be.
Natalie still better be alive when this shit happens.
She better be.
Can y'all quit throwing that out there? Stop giving Thomas ideas. Like, you are not killing Natalie. I don't think they're gonna kill nobody in this show though. That's the thing. I think Emily killed somebody though, but let me not. I just don't like her.
Did. Well, not in the show, in the special, but yeah.
Wait, it was revealed that she killed somebody?
Well, it was hinted that her and Gabriel like conspired to kill someone. It was in the Shanghai special.
They did. They had to.
Yeah.
A couple evil.
They did.
That bitch evil. Yeah. I don't like Emily whatsoever. I cannot stand her. Like, oh my God, don't kill her. Don't kill my Natalie, please. No, I'm gonna be a wreck if that happens. Like, don't. This is not the CW. No. Y'all gotta be killing people just to kill them. No, I'm genuinely hurt now. Like, I'm legit like, how you can be worried for like what's gonna happen in the show. Other than like Kagami, I'm legit worried about what's gonna happen with Natalie. Cause I'm like, what are they gonna do with Kagami now? And I was like, no, I was on Natalie literally on bed rest. I'm like, he still got her working. Let her rest. Like,
no, I just remembered that one thing. You were like, Natalie's sick as fucking bed. And Gabe was like, okay, but can you still do this one thing?
No, I said that to like, because I'm like in this server of like full of like Gabe Nat shippers. And I was like, Harry, he probably just missed her. And I was like, he probably do. That's a cute way to look at it. But let her rest, man. Like, let her be. She's not dead. Like, somebody actually made that their like username. Natalie's not dead. Please don't kill her. Like,
oh my God.
Comments, because I know you be lurking on my stuff. Do not kill Natalie. Like, don't. Jeremy, you just as bad too at this point. Don't kill him. Don't kill her. Like, they're gonna bring that. They're gonna bring Emily back at some point. I already know.
Yeah, definitely.
I feel like season 5. Season 5 might be another season 3. I have a feeling. Season 5.
I'm hoping not, because I can't stand that. No. I'm hoping not. Yeah. I'm hoping not.
So this kind of like goes right into like this question I have right here. We're getting close to the end, so I understand. You're in college time. I know I need to be doing homework, but I'm not. So we gotta talk about writing. What are your biggest issues with this show's writing? Because
okay, so with Miraculous Ladybug, there's a lot of issues. One, the writing regarding the characters, especially like the women in the show, because we said it before, like they don't know how to write women or women of color or fictional girls of color. They don't know how to write Marinette. They don't know how to write Alia. They just don't know how to write women in this show because they're all full of like the writers room are all full of men, white men.
Yeah.
And then another thing that bothers me a lot about the writing is that it feels like something is happening, but then nothing is happening at the same time. So it's like they're luring us. They've been dragging out this love square thing for like years now. I think that's what most people are hooked on. But it comes to the point where it's like, how long are you willing to drag this out without boring your audience? Because I'm tired of the love square. It kept us hooked for 3 seasons, but season 4, you'd think they'd finally develop a bit more. That's another thing. They just drag things out with very little development. They just drag it out forever.
I know I can talk about Natalie all day, but I mentioned how like Miraculous Ladybug is like a product of misogyny. A lot of the shit that the girls do, it feels as if like, I don't know, the way the men on the show write women, it's giving I wish a woman would do this for me, but it's also giving I can't stand women, so I'm gonna make them just as bad. Because that's what it feels like with Natalie. Because you know how she literally is doing all this shit for a man. And I was like, it feels like y'all wish y'all had a woman like Natalie to do that for you. That's exactly what it's feeling like. Like, because she loved, like, you know how niggas be when they be like, I want a girl to be down for me no matter what I do. I could treat her bad and she not gonna leave. You know, like they like, I'll ride or die.
Yeah.
That's literally what she is. And I feel like they think they can get away with it more because she's grown. Natalie's 28. Okay, don't play with me, y'all. They think they can get away with doing that shit to Natalie character because she grown. No, it's still just as bad when y'all do that shit to Marinette. Like, no 14-year-old girl, like, Marinette is a very realistic character in some instances, but no 14-year-old girl is doing all this shit over a little boy. Like, they're not.
Yeah, it's like, I completely agree. It's just like when they're writing the characters, would this happen? Like, I know it's like a cartoon, so some things are exaggerated, but there has to be some sort of like, what's the word, realism in it. Yeah. Would Marinette be doing all of the things she's doing? Would Alia be doing something she's doing? It doesn't make any sense. But then another problem I have, like I mentioned with the love square, they're milking it out. There are some aspects of Miraculous Ladybug that they can develop, like the lore, like how the Kwamis came into existence, how this and that, like I feel like Miraculous Ladybug is very unique and strong in the sense that it has a very unique lore. I can see why people say it's similar to Sailor Moon in that, but I do feel like Miraculous can stand on its own as one of the most unique lores in cartoon, like today in cartoon. So then I'm just like, you've got all of this, but you're just shoving the love square in our faces. And I'm just like, you've got to figure out like what you want to do with the lore, because we don't know how the Kwamis, like I mentioned, the Kwamis came into existence. We don't know what would actually happen, like why.
I don't even think they know. Know.
Exactly.
Ladybug, it's like, you know, everybody, the main reason a lot of people like the show is because it feels like anime, because, you know, it's like 3D animation, CGI animated anime. It's like this show is trying too hard to be like anime sometimes. Like when I'm watching this, I'm like, okay, this legit looks like freaking anime. And I feel like they try to copy a lot of anime tropes because female characters in anime are always written so badly. And that's what it's giving. It's giving a bad anime, but it looks cute. And that's why we keep coming back. The Kwame stuff, like the lore, I'm gonna be real. This show does a lot better writing of the people stuff, like the coming of age, the slice of life aspect of the show than the Kwame stuff, because it can either be, it goes from really, really stupid to really, really weird to boring. Like that one night where you remember when Marinette was having a bad dream and Adrian, that shit was funny. When he was like crawling in her room and shit like that. Everybody was like, why do Kwamis look like they summoning Satan? Like, why they look like they summoning Satan? And then that's like just weird right there. And then it gets boring with fucking, you know, it got stupid with Master Fu, like how the Senti monster was created. And then another time it's just boring because it's just like, okay, Kwame history lesson. Let's move along the story. It's boring.
Yeah, I completely agree. The fan fictions do a better job of explaining the lore, and it's not even canon. Like that's the difference. They should just take notes.
I don't even write none of the Kwame shit up in my own fan fiction. I was like, I took it all out. I cut it. Like
But
all
yeah,
the
the
characters
right.
still exist. Like all the characters are there, but there's no Kwame's because I can't do it.
Yeah, like because you've got nothing to use as a basis. Like that's why I don't really like going into the lore. If I'm gonna write fan fiction, it's gonna be Love Square stuff because I've got nothing to go off. Right? I don't know how some fanfic writers do it,
I
but
can't.
they, I respect them for that. Like I stand them for that.
If somebody thought I was gonna put Noru and Desu in my game that story, I was like, no, no. Well, they're gonna be dogs. We can do that. We can make them dogs. That could be their dogs.
Oh my god!
Because I've done stuff like that before. Like when one of my Descendants fan fictions, I put Stitch, you know, Lilo and Stitch. I made him just a dog. He's actual dog. Like I can't. No, you took me out that day where you were like, is Gabriel even feeding him? Is he feeding him?
I was like, no, I think it was right after that live stream you did, and we were talking about like you saving Nuru and Dusu, you needing to save them, and I was just like, has Gabriel ever fed Nuru? Because I've never seen him feed.
You don't feed him.
And then you were like, that baby malnourished and depressed. No, Nuru has it bad. Nuru has it so bad.
No, I told my sister, because I was talking to my sister about Miraculous. I told my sister what you said, and she was laughing at it for like 10 straight minutes because she was really trying to figure out, was he being fed or not? Like, she was like, I'm gonna come to the conclusion that Natalie's feeding him. Okay. I can sit well. I know Natalie's feeding him. I can't sit well at night knowing that my babies are starving. I need to go save my kids. Like, I can't.
No, seriously. No, because I don't even think Natalie is feeding him because Nuru isn't even allowed like 5 centimeters away from Gabriel. Like when Nuru tried to escape that one time and Gabriel was like, you know, you're not allowed a few feet away from me. I'm just like, bro, just...
No, probably when Natalie's around him, she's like, hey, get this real quick. Get it real quick. I was dead. He not feeding him. No, that shit took me out. When somebody had said Flag don't even know he's in the same house as Noru. That's
No, someone was like, Flag's gonna hate himself knowing that he's been in the same house as Nuru and Dusu all this time, and he couldn't even sense them, which is weird because that's another thing about the writing. Like,
nothing makes sense.
Waze, wait, is his name Waze? The turtle Kwame. Waze was able to sense that something was wrong with Nuru when like Hawkmoth first activated as Miraculous. So why can't any other Kwame sense where the other Kwames are? It doesn't make sense. It's always like
bad
writing.
Bad writing.
Exactly. Bad writing.
I'm tired. No. The Twitter Discord be sending me. He not feeding that baby. Like, no.
Oh my god.
Oh my gosh. I can't. This show was just bad writing altogether. Because somebody was like, why would Master Fu give an emotionally unstable 14-year-old girl to be the holder of all of this shit? Like, it's not good. Like, he knew she couldn't handle that by himself. And his ass was like, well, I'm sorry, bye. Like,
and then he made her the guardian without even asking her. No, I feel like that was really selfish. Like, I like Marinette as the guardian, but knowing that memory wiping thing, that just came out of nowhere. I hate the memory loss trope, how he relinquished his title as the guardian and then lost his memory. That's just lazy. Like, if they do that to Marinette and she loses her memory, that would have been like 8 to 10 years wasted of me just watching the show. Because what is the point?
I'm tired of this damn show.
Someone on Twitter was like, I would have just preferred if they just made Master Fu like die or something rather than lose his memory, because it's just lazy writing.
Speaking of lazy, if they kill off Natalie, we gonna fight. No,
I shouldn't have mentioned that because now you're just thinking about it.
No, because I was like,
I know when this ends, you're gonna still think about it for like another 5 hours.
Can she not die? I don't think this show wouldn't go there and kill somebody. That's the thing. Like I understand death happens. It's a part of life. But like, can it not happen to Hutto? Like,
yeah, I don't think they do it anyways because they wanted to make Cat Blanc way darker than it already is. but
Wait, well, how dark
network
did they want to make it? Because I didn't know about all that.
they wanted to make, so you know how like in the other timeline in Cat Blanc killed Ladybug.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah, he killed Ladybug. They wanted to make the episode be from her point of view, like the dead Ladybug's point of view. So she was gonna narrate the episode. But wow, so she would be like talking to Ladybug, the current Ladybug, but it would be her ghost.
Yeah.
They wanted to make it darker than it was, and it was gonna be like an hour special, but network executives, probably like Disney or something, were like, no, this shit too dark. Like, this is too dark.
No, because that actually scares me now. Like, no, don't kill her. Okay,
Don't kill her.
So I always start off all my like podcasts like a Descendants quote, because you know I'm a Descendants super fan first before I'm a Miraculous super fan. So the quote I picked for you is, "Where is my happy ending?" Because this entire I've been gone off this podcast for so long. This entire year has been a mess, and like Miraculous Ladybug is getting more and more depressing. When is it gonna get happy again? Like all these Meredith deserves better. Alia deserves better. Natalie deserves so much better. Kagami deserves better. Like Rose and Julika deserve better. Julika really deserves better. Like,
yeah, 100%. They all deserve better.
They all deserve better. So we always leave off on like a good positive note. A lot of my followers really like look up to me, and they look up to a lot of the guests that I bring on. Do you have anything, you know, inspirational that you would like to tell them?
Yeah. So okay, when it comes to inspirational, like if you want to do something, this might just sound like really cheesy, and everyone
girl,
says
all inspirational stuff is cheesy.
True, but if you want to do something, like I don't generally think you should just go for it. In general, like don't waste time thinking about what reaction you'll get out of doing things. Like if I learned one thing, is that I should never have wasted time starting like a channel, because I could have probably been bigger than what I am right now. Like I probably could have been like at 100k subscribers or whatever. Like I could have been doing I could be doing much more than I'm doing already, but I just cared way too much about what people thought of me when it never really mattered. Like the only person, and it's gonna sound selfish, but the only person that does matter is you before anyone else. Like be selfish with your time, with your money, with whatever you want to do, with your interests. Be selfish with it and just go for it. Like you're gonna encounter like different, you know, struggles in that, but that's literally all part of it. And if it really is for you, it's gonna work out in the end. But yeah, that is my advice.
I highly get you on that, because people be like, y'all, I'm literally a fangirl, and that's my job, being a fangirl. That's G's job. We ever being a fangirl. If you do it, it is possible. You gotta put the work in though, y'all. Y'all gotta get that. Because a lot of people be like, why is this not happening for me? Yada yada yada. I'm like, are y'all putting in the work? Because I see how hard you work, and I really do admire that about you.
Thank you.
So I was like, you're so young, and you're just doing your thing. I'm so proud of you. Like,
and also bring something new to the table. Like you mentioned it already in your last live stream, but that really resonated with me. Like if you're gonna do something and it's your passion, go for it. But what else can you bring to the table that hasn't already been done before? Like,
because that's how I felt. Because you were talking about my video where I was talking about like the misogyny and racism in the show. Did nobody do that? Like,
nobody did that. I was just like, will I like what's going to be said? Because this is my favorite show. And at that time I was like, what, 13? No, not 13. That's a bit of a stretch. And I just did not care for like other things in Miraculous. I was just like, yeah, I just want the reveal. But then when I saw that video, I was like, this is interesting. And then what was recommended after was like Anime Plus made a similar video, like either a couple months after, or I can't remember the exact timeline. But I was like, okay, like for this to happen, it's definitely true. Like she spilled. So I really like that aspect, and it kind of just opened my eyes. I'm just like, there are other things to, you know, shows than just what you see. There are problems within it, and I just really appreciated that you never hold back in your videos, and that's one thing I like.
Oh, thank
I
you.
know one time you were saying that you feel like you can never keep your mouth shut, but I feel like that's what a lot of people appreciate because you're one of the like realest people in the cartoon community and in like the cartoon industry in itself. Like, you're gonna get like a writer's job. Like, people appreciate people being real. Like, just hang tight, because
thank you. Cause girl, this year been beating my ass so bad. Thank you so much. You got me over here all cheesing and shit. Like, yeah, I noticed that, like, because I see what you bring to the table. Like, that Emily video blew me. I was like, okay, she got it. She has it. She has it in her. And then I saw your Marinette video where I was like, thank you for being the person that's not shitting on her the entire time, because I couldn't take it no more. Like the Marinette haters or something else. Okay, like.
Oh, I'm gonna make an Alia video soon. I'm gonna go off and call out some questionable people for, okay, I saw what you said about Alia. You sure you want to say that again?
No. Yeah. Some of these little Miraculous Ladybug stands do not like me because they said I was reaching when I called out that video I made about the fandom having a racism problem. They were like, you making up shit. No, I'm not. No, I'm not. How you gonna tell a Black woman what is not affecting her? Like,
exactly. Like, people just don't want to hear the truth, even though they know it's the truth. Yeah. It's just like, but then they still be watching your videos. I'm just like, so you do know
so
she's
you're a fan. So you're a fan.
Exactly.
It's fan behavior. You a secret undercover pirate. Go ahead and admit it. Like,
exactly.
Y'all are weird. Like, it's all no, because you know how you can see if someone's a public subscriber to you. They think I don't be seeing it. Like, they be leaving like negative comments, and I'm like, why does it say public subscriber next to your name? Like,
exactly.
People don't know how YouTube looks different when you actually make stuff. Like, that's one thing people just don't get. Like, the people that just troll all day long, YouTube looks different than what y'all have, because y'all don't post stuff. I can see how long you've been subscribed to me. I can see all the comments you left on my channel. Y'all are not slick. Like that girl. That girl. But whoa, this podcast is going on long. It feels like it didn't even go on that long because I just genuinely enjoy talking to you. I'm like, girl, you can hit me up whenever. Like, we're friends at this point. Like, yeah. So, would you like to tell everyone where they could follow you at?
Okay, so you guys can follow me on Twitter, Instagram. I recently made a TikTok. And you can read my fan fiction. So my YouTube is obviously the Cartoon Hotspot. Twitter is the Cartoon Hots one because of the limit. So the Cartoon Hots one. Instagram, the Cartoon Hotspot. TikTok, the Cartoon Hotspot as well. And on AO3 for my fan fictions, you can find me at Miraculous Ladybug. Yeah.
How did you come up with the Cartoon Hotspot? I've been wondering about that.
That was actually because before I actually made this channel, I was doing videos on Snapchat. I had no shame. Like, I was making commentary on Snapchat, and then my best friend was like, gee, like, no one's watching this. Nobody cares. People are just skipping through your story. Yep. Just make a channel. And it was like, okay, if I make a channel, I don't want it to just be Miraculous. Because I have made other videos on like She-Ra and Carmen Sandiego, but Miraculous is just taking up most of my time. And I was like, okay, but I didn't just want to be Miraculously G. And then he was like, just think of something generic. And I was like, okay, the Cartoon Hotspot, like the ultimate hub for the cartoon. So I was like, okay, cool, the Cartoon Hotspot. That's my brand now. Like,
yep, that's harriyannahook is my brand. Like, it's me, but it's also my brand at this point.
I don't want people calling me by my real name. Like,
oh no, y'all. People respect people's boundaries. Like, I'm really big on respecting people's boundaries. Like, okay, we gotta say bye to everybody, G. It was great.
Bye, everyone.
Bye. 'Cause I work hard to get to this point in my life. I'm blowing up, so don't hate. Just congratulate. The Powerpuff Girls will just blow your mind. Buttercup like villains 3 at a time. Bubble
rebels will smile while kicking your butt, and Blossom will lead them out of their rut. Cherish and Powerpuff, two of a kind, both wanna save the world before bedtime. From Townsville, Memphis, New York to LA, the Powerpuff Girls are just here to stay. They coming through and fighting, and everyone they're shocking. You know no one can stop them all.